3-1 into 11-4. Aimee de Civola for Nick Williams, who, Rich, has got a 33% strike rate in bumpers this year. You can see why there's money for this horse.
National Hunt horses, it's good for young horses generally, Ed. National Hunt horses, those going juvenile hurdling in particular, and with bumpers as well. And Aimee de Civola is the one that's attracted a lot of support, and Aimee de Civola looks as if he's going to get a pretty soft time of it, or she will, in this mare's race. They've just walked past the area where they came out onto the course, and Aimee de Civola's leading them up in the black and red colours with Posh Trish and Queenohearts as they'll start at the foot of the hill. Reminder, no jumping, run on the hurdles course with the hurdles and wings in this instance taken out, and they're walking away from the tapes. Young horses on testing ground jump away for this mare's listed bumper, sponsored by the trustees of the British European Breeders' Fund. Out in front it is Aimee de Civola, who leads from the pale blue colours of Posh Trish as they ascend the hill for the first time. Queenohearts shows in third place, just ahead of, in fourth, Princess Roxy, the horse in the pink sleeves towards the outside, as Posh Trish draws alongside Aimee de Civola. Early on, Diamond Gate in the noseband is held up in fifth place, just ahead of Urca de Lima, and Queen's Cave racing on the outside of the big white face of Belle Amie. So taking their time up the home straight, Posh Trish has just moved to a narrow lead, about half a length, and extending that advantage over Aimee de Civola, who clings to the running rail. In third place, just towards the outside, remains Princess Roxy, who's a neck in advance at Queenohearts on the rails. Diamond Gate with Urca de Lima and Queen's Cave, who's moved a little closer. And the cycling action of Belle Amie with the big white socks at the back of the field. So passing the winning line for the circuit to travel. Out in front, it is Posh Trish, who shows the way in the hands of Sam Twiston-Davis. Keeping the inside running rail open, Richard Johnson on Aimee de Civola as they ascend the hill. But it's now Posh Trish got clear daylight to cross over to the rail. The advantage the rail had on fresher ground at the end of the day, it's been somewhat removed, and Posh Trish showing her inexperience there, just cast a glance at moving to the left. Still has the advantage, but that's just unsettled her slightly, and Sam's just trying to get her to settle as they run downhill. Fired her up a little bit, and Posh Trish leads by 2. Aimee de Civola in second place, Princess Roxy a half ahead of Queenohearts. Queen's Cave has made ground, has moved through into fifth place in the pale blue colours on the outside. Diamond Gate shuffled back to sixth, Urca de Lima in seventh, and Belle Amie is still at the back. So Posh Trish, who got into a nice rhythm, was briefly unsettled by that jink, is still out in front, but just having a little look around her and racing a little bit keenly. Posh Trish leading by over a length. Aimee de Civola has been joined on the outside by Princess Roxy, and they now share second place. Queenohearts' partner on the pale blue colours is Queen's Cave. Then Urca de Lima just half a length now behind Diamond Gate, and Belle Amie at the back. So making their way up towards the halfway stage. Posh Trish leading by a length, showing the way. Packed grandstands in the background there, preparing to cheer them home in a couple of minutes' time as Posh Trish out in front. In second place, Princess Roxy. Aimee de Civola now just relegated to head third, but still in a nice tactical position. Queenohearts hasn't left the running rail. Queen's Cave moved closer half a mile ago, maintains that progress, disputing fourth, and now just nosing to take that position. Diamond Gate, Urca de Lima, and Belle Amie. There's been very little change in the play. Pace just beginning to edge up a notch as Posh Trish, who's made most of the running after the first couple of furlongs, still attended by Princess Roxy in second. In third place as they prepare to take the turn, Aimee de Civola half a length away. Queen's Cave in fourth place, narrowly ahead of Queenohearts. Then in sixth place, the striped colours being ridden along, is Diamond Gate, then Urca de Lima and Belle Amie, and all of a sudden those towards the back just being pushed along, testament to the fact that Posh Trish is now trying to make the best of her way home, and she still leads from Princess Roxy, poised in second place. Aimee de Civola is in third place. On the outside, Queen's Cave in the pale blue. Diamond Gate from Queenohearts, and then Urca de Lima. And last of all is Belle Amie. Posh Trish gradually winding this up, and she's got a lot of them in trouble in behind. Queen's Cave still travels well for Tom Scudamore and David Pipe, however. And all of a sudden, she surges through to press Posh Trish, and they extend on from Aimee de Civola and Queenohearts, who's also stayed on into third place. Posh Trish now being joined by Queen's Cave, who moves narrowly to the lead. Queenohearts, however, in third place, hasn't given up. Neither in fourth as Amy de Civola as they continue to climb the hill. A long way home here for young horses. Queen's Cave, who came right from the back of the field to play her hand. Queen of Hearts towards the outside. The Queens have it as they go inside the last. Queen of Hearts now laying her cards on the table, comes to join Queen's Cave. Not much between them. Queen of Hearts on the outside, Queen's Cave on the inside running rail, but it's Queen of Hearts for Kieran Gethings. A great pre-Cheltenham Festival boost for Stuart Edmonds. They'll team up with Maria's Benefit. They've got another promising young mare here as Queen of Hearts has got up to beat Queen's Cave. Postrish and Amy de Civola third and fourth, ahead of Diamond Gate in fifth. Bellamy ran through a couple of beaten horses. Kieran Gethings making a great association with Stuart Edmonds, and he's got another one here as Queen of Hearts wore down Queen's Cave in the battle of the final 100 yards of the big race win for a team that'll be hoping Maria's Benefit can do the same at the Chibble.
Yes, it was the battle of the Queens, and that man Kieran Gethings played his card late with Queen of Hearts, and it was a winning card.
Certainly was, and he was the last to challenge as well. Tom Scouse taking it off Sammy Twiston Davis. Thought he had it at this stage, but this is great for Kieran Gethings because he's just ridden out of his claim. He's now a fully fledged professional, Luke, and this is the sort of win that you need after that.
Yeah, you need these high-profile wins on ITV and what have you, and Maria's Benefit obviously got a great chance at Cheltenham. I thought the Queen's Cave has put up a really good performance back there in second. She certainly didn't stop galloping, which makes the performance of Queenohearts even more impressive. She's picked up again, hasn't she?
She does. Two strong stayers there at the finish and on that ground as well. They've put up Kieran Gethings. He's pulled his stick through into the right hand there just to make sure he didn't lean over on top of Tom Scudamore in the closing stages.
We don't want any more of that.
We certainly don't, Luke. We're one inquiry for the day's enough.
And for Kieran Gethings, who we heard from earlier when he spoke to Ollie Bell, I imagine as a young jockey that's just what you want before a high-profile ride like Maria's Benefit at the big one next week.
You've had a big winner in the weekend. You're going into Cheltenham now full of confidence for next week. You know, it's a big stage for him as well, and like I say, he's certainly a jockey who's now out on his own, getting plenty of chances with Tom George as well as Stuart Edmonds.
It's so difficult, is it, when you lose your game, that people, you just don't become so popular, and it just becomes really, really hard. But well done to Kieran,
who again is with Ollie.
Yeah, Kieran Gethings, the winning rider, and toughness is the sort of name of the game today on that ground, and your mare was really tough there.
Yeah, she is. Like, she's a monster of a mare, really. She's huge, and I was a little bit in trouble down the back, and all she done is keep flying up the hill, and it's hard work there for the fillies, young fillies, so she's very tough.
She's got a big future, doesn't she?
She has, and like she's huge, and all she's going to do is fill out, and she's going to be a proper chaser in time, but it's going to take a lot of time with her because she's quite big.
Yeah. And just on the eve of such a big meeting, you're obviously a young rider who's making waves this season. You're getting a few fans cheering you home as well. You haven't ridden a winner at Cheltenham, let alone the festival. How much as a sportsman does confidence play a part when you get to such a high-profile meeting?
Oh, massively. Confidence is everything, really, but when you're riding for Stuart and people like that, to put confidence in you, and like he has a lot of confidence in me, and it's great to have a trainer like that backing you, so it's great.
Well done today, and good luck next week with Maria's Benefits and your other rides.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Alex.
Queen of Hearts, who was the favourite for this race in some lists this morning. Her price varied from 7-2 to 6-1 with Betfair, and Paddy Power returns in between at 9-2 for Kieran Gethings and Stuart Edmonds. And it'd be nice to think that on April the 27th, we might get a finish like that to the Sandown Classic trial on the flat. Queen's Cave at 7 and Postrish at 4, both the second and the third, might have been considered the winner in the home straight, but in the end, Queen of Hearts was the ace in the pack.
Queen of Hearts making her way in down that little hill. Look at ADR, steady cameraman there. He spends his life walking backwards. That is some skill down a slippery slope. And these are the shots he can bring you. And Kieran Gethings, he's got Maria's Benefit next week. The problem he's got on Thursday is a horse called Lorena, who Ruby Walsh, I think, thinks is an absolute machine in that race. They might be up against it. But getting a good reception here, the winner of the EBF Stallions TBA Mares Standard National Hunt Flat Race. The bumper here at Sandown. Now, as I promised earlier today, we will be heading to the beach next at Wolverhampton.